What's up, guys? It's Matt, and welcome back to a very, very late NFL picks video. I'm here with Rep
What up?
and whoever else wants to join. We're in week 17. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates, and I hope everybody spent some good time with their family, got some good food, and some good gifts. I just got a new mic, so that's pretty cool. I gotta set it up, but anyways, I had like an insane week. This is probably like the best week we've ever had, like total wins of everybody. Like nobody had less than 10 wins. Like that's insane.
Yeah, that's like wild.
That's actually crazy. Yeah, I guess
Should
it's
I
a
say
very
it now
predictable
or later,
week.
Matt? Should I tell them now or later about how good I am at football?
Oh, that you did. Yeah, go ahead. Good.
Yeah, it's still not over yet, but I'm projected to have 160 points, and the dude I'm going against is projected to have like 80.
He's up by 60, and yeah, his guy's opponent has like 2 players left, who I
Yeah,
really don't think are gonna accumulate 60 points. That's a
yeah.
win. It's gonna be a
So I
fantasy
won my
league
fantasy
win.
football playoff. I won the championship.
I won mine last year. I didn't even do it this year, but I won last year, so W.
You love to hear it.
Yeah, we're cooking. I mean, 13-3. This is tied. This is tied on the channel with the best of like 5 other weeks. If the Colts beat the 49ers on Monday night, it would have been a record, but it did not happen. So it went 13-3. And Rep 11-5. Shroud 10-6 somehow. I have no idea how he got 10 wins. But just a crazy week. And
Yeah, that's insane for sure.
I know we're like so deep into this week, but this man, Seahawks fucking Rams on Thursday night was game of the year. Holy shit, that was game of the year. I love that game, and the Bears Packers was insane. Just really crazy games that week, last week. But here's this week, and I promise you, I promise to God that I did not change picks. So
Yeah,
you're gonna
same.
see, you're gonna see here.
You woke me up while I was half asleep, and I just looked at the game schedule,
The
and I just
Christmas games are pretty boring, but we had the Cowboys. Shrine had the Commanders. He finds himself
yep.
0-1 to start the week, and it didn't go well for me the rest of the Christmas day. Wish I could say it
Yes.
went better because all of us went Lions,
Yep.
and they messed out on the playoffs. You know, if the Lions were like competent enough, I really thought they'd get in. Because, man, the Packers, we'll talk about them later. But I'm like, if the Lions, like, won the rest of their season, I think
Yep.
the Packers would have missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
It almost kind of shows. But, their season's over. They're officially eliminated by the
You're
Vikings. I don't know if you noticed that all these teams wore white on Christmas. At least one
yep.
team wore white, so it's pretty cool. White Vikings. And they got the dub. They're 500. And the Lions are also 500 in a worse situation. Broncos, Chiefs. I actually went Chiefs. And that's tough. I'm such a Broncos hater. Is it just... Bro, like, the Broncos are using all their wins, all their close games. They're like the Chiefs of last year, where they've won, like, every one-score game. That's
Yeah.
like, bro, like, it's gonna... That spells disaster if you're winning all
And
these
the
one-score
manager,
games in
like,
the regular
this
season.
is like against. I don't even know who the fuck that dude is. You're going against a third string
Chris
quarterback.
Oladukin, and you're letting the Chiefs have a possibly game-winning drive, by the way, scenario. Like, that cannot exist. You can't have the Chiefs having a game-winning drive scenario when you're supposed to be the way better team and it's a backup quarterback. A third-string quarterback, by the way. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They just play down to every single opponent. Like, I just don't know. I don't know how they're gonna fare in the playoffs. They better hope they get that 1 seed because I think that they're gonna need it. They're honestly gonna need it.
Well, I hope that they don't because
I hope they
you know,
don't either, but I'm pretty
because
sure
if they don't get it, you know exactly who's getting it.
they play the Chargers. It's a really big. That's a pretty big game. Be a pretty big game in Week 18. And then we went with the Texans. I did choose the Texans over the Chargers, and Texans get in the playoffs. The Colts are officially eliminated, and the Chargers just let Phillip Rivers down one more time.
Yeah, wouldn't be the first time that
That's what I'm saying.
The Chargers made the Colts made Philip Rivers lose.
Yeah, Phillip Rivers is out of the playoffs because of the Chargers. Not the first time, but yeah, they're 11-5, and Texans matched the record, bro. They're in the playoffs. Texans just went from like 0-3 to in the playoffs. And it's not even before Week 18. Before Week 18 is crazy. What a comeback! What a comeback by the
Literally,
Texans.
nobody wants to play the Texans right now.
One of the hottest teams. That defense is actually like insane. I know the O-line for the Chargers is bad, but holy shit.
Yeah.
It was like every single play he was running for his life, or he just got instantly sacked. Instant contact. Just insane. Insane defense. That's going to be great for the playoffs. Ravens, Packers. I went with the Ravens. And they found themselves winning with Tyler Huntley versus Malik Willis. Malik Willis is a good quarterback, but man, that Packers defense is not the same without Micah Parsons. Derrick Henry ran all over them. Josh Jacobs had 3 yards. Derrick Henry had more touchdowns than Josh Jacobs had yards. That's bro. The Packers are limping into the playoffs. Like this is actually this is so sad. This just spells.
I should have taken the Ravens. That like.
I originally picked the Ravens because I thought the Lions would win, and then the Packers would miss the playoffs. Like they would be one game. But the Packers are just this bad. I was right about the Packers. I knew they would. I thought once they lost Jordan Love and Micah Parsons, I'm like, oh, this team's gonna fucking fall apart. But they still get in the playoffs, but they still look like absolute shit. They probably don't deserve it. I'd probably rather have the Cowboys at this point over the Packers in the playoffs. I think they're just going to get rounded. It's just not looking good for their defense anymore. We'll see. I'm glad the Ravens decided to use Derrick Henry, though. They do look more dangerous. And Sunday, the games are the 1 o'clock games have already happened, right?
Yep.
And this is actually insane. I really can't believe the Ravens have a chance at the playoffs still. But we'll get to that. Seahawks actually took care of business. That was good against the Panthers. And that means that the Panthers are not winning the division today. And the other team isn't eliminated either. That could be game 272 right there. Seahawks, I think, with a win in week 18, can get the 1 seed. So this was a big win for them. And they're just taking care of business. Taking care of business there. Everybody wanted them. I went with the Bengals, of course. And they smoked the Cardinals. Jacoby Brissett probably looked the worst he has ever this season.
And the Bengals.
I don't know why they just figure it out at the end of the season when they're just already eliminated. Like I get teams are weak and they're like probably not playing to their potential as the Bengals are, but holy fucking shit, dude! They've scored like 40 points back-to-back weeks. I wish this was here the whole season. I feel like our defense just figures this out at the end. They just don't carry that momentum to the next season. They just don't know how to win when it matters, which sucks. But good win, I guess. And Shroud picked the cards.
Well, why am I not surprised?
Yeah, you shouldn't be surprised that Shroud is a lone wolf. I think one season he had like 10 lone wolf picks, and most
Yeah.
of them were bad. But next game, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. I picked the Steelers and they fucking lost. They fucking lost to the Browns.
Well, they have to go 9-8.
Yeah, I get they have to go 9-8, but holy shit, dude! I thought they'd just lock up the division and then lose to the Ravens, and then be 10-7, because they've been 10-7 more than 9-8. But like, you know,
I know, but
they're just
9-8
always
is
right
like
there. They're just always right there. They had 6 points against the fucking Browns. This division's fucking terrible.
Well, my thing about this too, about this pick is also like, think about the NFL script, because this also affects the Ravens, and how much better would it be if they had, a championship game,
Yeah.
like week 18,
Yeah. I get they want to script the week 18 like 272, but I thought that was Panthers Bucks by far, but now it could be Steelers Ravens. And I really didn't think it was going to come to that. I just, man, I thought Steelers would just take care of business against the worst fucking team in the NFL, by the way, at that point. Yep. And they couldn't do it.
Yep.
And now the Ravens have a chance to do the first thing ever, like in history, and that's win the AFC North 3 times in a row.
I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the game, though, I really oh my god!
I really wanted overtime. I don't think they were gonna go for 2. Tomlin never goes for 2 at the end.
Well, no. But it looked like they were gonna I
think they were gonna tie it. I thought they were gonna tie it.
Yeah, it looked like they were gonna tie it.
And yeah, man, that's tragic. So, does anybody in the AFC North even deserve the playoffs? Probably not. It's a bad one. We got the dub though. Jags Colts. I also went Colts here. I knew they got eliminated, and they were gonna get eliminated, but I thought they'd show a little more fight in Jacksonville, against Jacksonville. Which they did. Philip Rivers isn't even playing terrible. That's the thing. But that defense is just not what it was before. Before the first half of the season. And they're just not good. The Colts are not good anymore. Their future looks really bad, by the way.
I know, yeah.
They have like 5 picks in this draft. Like, man, they were like firing on all cylinders first half of the season, like 8-2, right?
Yeah.
It's sad. Sad, man. But they pretty much end up where I thought they'd be the whole season. They just really surprised us. Yeah. Jags. Well, I thought they'd go like 4-13. Everyone did. I think everyone thought like, oh my god, they put Daniel Jones instead of Anthony Richardson. And I'm like, well, none of them are really good. Jonathan Taylor was like, he had a good year like a few years ago, but he would never match that. Yeah, they really surprised me this season, but it's just a sad ending. Those injuries killed them.
Yeah.
You could even tell they were going to go all into when they got Sauce Gardner. And that
whole trade just screamed all in this year.
Yeah. That's just tough. And the Jags got the win, too. Jags got the dub. They ended up winning. So, that means Jags won the South, right? I don't think... Oh, actually, I think the Texans can still win the South if the Jags lose week 18. Right? I have no idea. I have no idea how it works.
I don't know.
But I think I think the Jags play the Titans though. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, it's just not gonna happen. I think the Jags win the South. Texans could make it close though. Bucks, Dolphins. I went the Dolphins. I went the Dolphins at home because I thought both Panthers and Bucks were gonna lose. I thought the Dolphins were actually like just a mid team, what the Bucks were right now. So it was going to be a close game. They pretty much controlled it the whole time. I mean, there was a time you maybe thought the Bucks were going to come back, but the Dolphins had it the whole time. And that sets up game 272 if the NFL wants to do it. Panthers lost, Bucks lost. That didn't matter. If the Panthers won and the Bucks lost, they would be in right now. But they both lost. So nothing matters. Winner takes all, makes the playoffs. Loser is done. Goes home. Oh. That could be the final game of the season right there.
Yeah.
Patriots, Jets. I mean, this was a fucking blowout. Just fucking domination, bro. I remember looking at my phone. It was like 35-3. Like, yeah, GG's. Not that.
They took
this was
out
close.
after after a little bit in the first half.
Yeah. I figured they just took the whole starters out. I mean, they probably took the entire team out. They're like, here you go. Here's our practice squad. We're up by 30 with a full quarter to go. Yeah, GG's. Again, Patriots do not spell out like fraud to me at all. They're blowing out bad teams. Broncos are like staying close with them the whole time. That's the huge difference. Huge difference right there.
For real, bro.
So, I think Patriots should have the 1 seed, but Broncos are probably going to get it, and then they're going to pull a fucking Lions from last year. Saints, Titans. I had the Saints. We all had Saints, which was crazy, but they were hot.
Yeah.
They were getting hot at the end of the season. Tyler Schaff could be really interesting next. Like they could be good next season. You know, they still have a chance to like not finish last in the South, which is crazy. Falcons have just been really bad. It's gonna be an interesting game on Monday night. You got anything?
Nope.
They're hot. They're hot. They've won like the last 4 games.
Yeah.
They're kind of crazy. Kind of cooking right now.
Like, they're not as bad as I thought they were.
They really aren't. They just kind of needed time to figure it out. They could be interesting next season. I'm really excited to see them next season. What they're going to finish. Yeah, Giants, Raiders. Yeah, Raiders just look lost. I said the Browns were the worst team in the NFL. I lied. It's the Raiders. I totally forgot about the Raiders. They just look. They're defeated. They don't want their coach there anymore. Their quarterback is the worst in the league. The Giants at least have something going. They have like a future right now. Raiders don't even know what they're gonna do. It's gonna come down to the draft. So yeah, with that reason, give me the Giants. And everybody agrees. What you got?
No, that's pretty much it.
Is Ashton JT good? He could run over this defense, I suppose. But
the game's going right now, so.
Oh, I'm not even looking, dude. I did pick the Giants. I forgot these are the 4 o'clocks now. I have not looked at the scores at all. I will look at them at the end of this video, and maybe we'll react to them a little bit. But there's the Giants. I'm gonna go. I don't even remember what I had here. I wrote it down. I think I'm going with the Bills. I think it's. I don't know. The Eagles are just not. Like I said, this whole season, the Eagles are just not what I thought they'd be. Their offense isn't explosive like you thought. I mean, the defense.
I mean, you know me. You know I want the Eagles to win here.
I feel like their defense is better than their offense this season.
For the Eagles, yeah.
Yeah, it's just not. It's just not up to par what you expected. Like AJ Brown, people almost thought he was gonna ask for a trade. It was that bad. He wasn't getting the ball. Jalen Hurts just can't get it to him. And then he had like 2 really good games recently. So they're starting to figure it out, and the Cowboys kind of faltered, but there was a moment where you thought, man, the Cowboys might be able to come back here, but Eagles wrapped it up. They got what they wanted. They won their division. They can't really get the 1 seed. I mean, what do they got to play for? They could just rest their starters if they wanted. There's nothing to play for here. Unless you know who you're going to get, like the 5 seed. Or there's really no reason to even play your starters. So I'm going to go Bills. Bills have more to play for. Seed-wise. So, give me that. Give me the Bills. I just think they're a better team as well this season. Lone Wolf Shroud. This is Sunday night. Got Bears 49ers. I'm going with the Bears. I'm surprised it's a sweep. Really surprised it's a sweep. Considering the 49ers just... they blow your expectations. Like, they upset every time you want to pick against them. They just win. And you're like, what the hell? How are they winning? I don't know what to think about this team going into the playoffs. I guess we'll see what they got. I assume they're going to play Brock Purdy. He's been playing out of his mind in the last few weeks. Right? He had like a 5-touchdown game against the Colts. Bro just set a record.
Something like that.
Absolutely destroyed their secondary. So, see what they do against the Bears at home. But the Bears are red hot. This team's pretty much hot. They both need the win for their seeding. But they're both in the playoffs guaranteed. Bears just won the North. 49ers have a lot more to play for, I guess. But, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll just go with the Bears. I don't know. I think the 49ers are just not... They remind me of the Broncos of the AFC, where they're winning the...
Yeah.
But, I don't know. They're just a lot more dominant. But those injuries scare me. They're kind of like the Lions last season, if anything.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if they can catch up to the other teams in the NFC and win this game at home. Final game, Rams-Falcons. Go with the Rams. Yeah, it's a Rams sweep.
Straightforward. Really straightforward.
Pretty straightforward. Not much to talk about. Really close game with the Seahawks. What a great game that was. They'll bounce back, surely. Right?
Yeah.
Of course they will. And let's look at the standing. I haven't even updated them, but Packers are in the playoffs. Colts are done. And the Texans are in. So,
what's the Blue Star again?
Blue Star's division. Broncos won the division. But the Patriots won.
Wait, Blue Star, I mean.
Division. They won their division.
Then what's Gold Star?
You're just in the playoffs. Like, you're in. I just forgot to update everything. Like, Texans are in. I should have updated this, but man, I was having a late Christmas, so I apologize. But
yeah, no.
Let's check out these scores at 4:00 right now. And we'll talk a little bit. I just can't believe the Steelers fucking lost. Don't understand. Oh, Giants are up. Yeah, they're cooking. Nice. Eagles. Oh, they're like 2 games on right now. There's only 2 games. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, cool. Giants are kicking ass just like we thought. W. See if they can hold on to that lead. And that's all I got. Lions are eliminated. So NFC, it's just Buccaneers, Panthers who gets in. And then it's Ravens, Steelers who gets in. That is all that needs to be figured out in terms of teams that make the playoffs. We know pretty much everyone else who's in. Don't know the seeding yet. We know a few division winners. And that's it. I mean, honestly, dude, to me, seeding does not matter this year. Anybody could win. It does not matter.
For real.
It really does not fucking matter. I'm more interested about the teams who are in. So that's why I'm saying that. But yeah, we'll see who gets in between those 2 teams in the respective conferences. And yeah, that's all I got. You got anything? Did I forget to
Nope.
talk about anything? All right. You guys have a good week. We'll record earlier. It's going to be way faster next week. So week 18 is going to be crazy. Can't wait for those games. See you next time. Hakuna Matata. Let's go.